So today I'm going to be going over the exact setup that I use to shoot all of my YouTube videos and even the equipment that I've been using to shoot my clients' videos over the past few years. So number one, let's talk about my camera. I use the Canon 90D. I've been using this camera for the past few years. I've used it for probably everything that you can think of: events, weddings, social media content, YouTube videos, the list just goes on. I think it's perfect because it shoots up to 4K. It has a screen that I can flip out so I can look at myself, even though sometimes it can be quite distracting because I'm not looking into the middle of the camera. I can also plug my headphones into the camera and listen to it to make sure my mic is hooked up correctly. And I also have a secondary camera that I use sometimes called the Canon Rebel. That was the first camera that I first started using, but it doesn't have as much features as the Canon 90D does. So for the lenses that I usually use, I have a Canon 35mm, and then I have a Canon zoom lens that's 18 to 55mm. Which one I use depends on like how much space there is. So if I don't have like a lot of space in the room and I need to zoom in and out, I'll probably use the zoom lens. But if I have a lot of space and I want the background to sort of be blurred out, then I'll use my Canon 35mm, and that lens achieves that effect. And it's also a fixed lens, so you can't zoom in and out of it. Now, stability is key, so I also use a tripod, of course. And for that, I use the Jollycan tripod that I got off Amazon a few years back. I like this tripod because it can actually go up pretty high as far as height goes, and when I was doing weddings, that was like really helpful. And it also has a handle on the tripod to where like I can carry it around if I need to. By the way, I do have a link to everything that I'm mentioning in this video. It's down below in my Amazon storefront. So if you need any of these things, then you can definitely go down there and check it out. So the next thing is lighting. Good lighting is key to making sure that you are lit up nice and properly on video and the room doesn't look too dark. So I actually use two different types of lights when I'm shooting YouTube videos. So one is a softbox light, and then the other one is a ring light. I do have a Rellino softbox light, so I do have two softbox lights, but I usually don't feel like setting up both softbox lights, and setting up the extra ring light is just easier than that. And also these softbox lights are very bright, so my little ring light usually does the trick for what I need. Most of the time, I also have a LED RGB light in the background. Like you see here in this video, my background looks kind of pinkish. I like to put that back there because I don't like the look of the plain wall. And for audio, I typically use my Rode mics. I connect it to my camera and then use my headphones to make sure they're working. And for the background, of course, I usually just have a desk, which it's already there. And I actually have a video on how I made this. And that is my whole entire YouTube setup. I hope you found this helpful and maybe you'll get some ideas for your YouTube setup. If you have any questions about gear, feel free to comment it down below and maybe I can help you out. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.